Hi, I'm Bill Hawkins with AARP Alabama, and welcome to Fraud Watch Friday. I'm one of 100 million Americans who's watching the diet and trying to lose weight before summer. In fact, last year, $70 billion was spent on weight loss programs and products. So it's no wonder that scams related to weight loss were the #1 healthcare fraud reported to the Federal Trade Commission. Today, we're going to be joined by Jessica Crow. Jessica is with the AARP Fraud Watch hotline. So Jessica, thank you for being with us this afternoon. So tell us, how do these scams work?
Yes, thank you, Bill. Thanks for having me on with you. So these dietary supplements, weight loss scams are pretty common, as you said. And how they work are scammers have these bogus and sometimes dangerous products. They create websites and advertisements that they post on social media often, as well as pop-ups on your computers and sometimes even emails. They will claim some pretty unbelievable results and even have some celebrity endorsements for them. The problem with these is that they are offers that are too good to be true. They often have a free trial offer for it or this really limited time discount. And you'll see a lot of the popular trends in using terms. As you said, scammers are following headlines. They know that these are the sorts of things that people are interested in right now, especially around the summer and with our potential COVID pounds that you are trying to lose. And so they'll use words like keto and dietary supplements that are just not real.
Okay. Well, what should people know? Are there common misconceptions about weight loss programs?
Absolutely. Of course. You're right, Bill. So what should people know? Companies can never give guarantees. We know that in general, right? But when we see these advertisements and they talk about miracles and guaranteed weight losses and you will lose 20 pounds and some breakthrough science, these are all terms that we need to be looking out for as red flags. Then, this free trial offer stuff. We're talking today, Bill, about, dietary supplements, weight loss scams, but free trial offers are a big thing in a lot of different things. So what you should know is that because it's a free trial offer, you're still paying shipping and handling. You're still giving your personal information, maybe your credit card number to someone, to a company. And there's a lot of fine print that we don't have magnifying glasses that are big enough to be able to see, right? Also, we should really know that even though it might use terms like natural or herbal, that doesn't mean that it's safe. We don't necessarily know what's in those products, and we should be alert to that. And as we, talk about some of these celebrity endorsements and companies that say that they approved this product, most of the time are not ever in agreement with this. These scammers are just using their names fraudulently, so you can't always believe what you see.
So, Jessica, $70 billion. Obviously, a lot of folks are being targeted with these scams. What should folks do if they feel they have been scammed or if they want to know more about a scam?
Yeah, absolutely. All of this is to say that this doesn't mean that you can't try supplements or that, products that have a free trial offer or anything like that are necessarily bad. The thing is to do your research, right? Bill, if we're going to put something into our body, I don't know about you, but, we make sure we review this product. So a couple of things you can do. Look up the name of that company with the term review or complaint. Do some internet searching. Maybe the Better Business Bureau has a listing of it. You can see kind of how consumers have been interacting with this company. Have they been good at providing money back and working with consumers? What does their contact information look like? Of course, as I'll say it again, and we'll keep talking about it, but reading that fine print, really knowing what you're going to get into before you're doing this. And finally, seek advice from your doctor, your dietitian, talk to other people. Some supplements are great if you're on another kind of medication, and that's something to think about before you get involved.
So if it's sounds too good to be true, be careful, right?
Always, right? That's the unfortunate truth there.
Now at the bottom of our screen, I have information about AARP's Fraud Watch Network hotline. Tell us what the hotline can do in relation to, say, a weight loss.
Absolutely. If you find that you have been in contact with one of these scams, came across one of them, certainly, consider canceling immediately with that product. Contact that company. You can report this advertisement. If you see it on social media, it's not real. Report that. Let that social media platform know that that's a scam, and contact your bank if you've provided your credit card information, debit card information, make sure the bank knows about those things. And then, Bill, as you mentioned, the AARP Fraud Watch Network helpline. So we are a free helpline for people to call. You can call us, report it to us, tell us what happened. We can walk through some of this with you. And if you call our helpline, you'll get to talk to a trained volunteer, and you can share your story with us. Tell us what your experience is.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because right now we have one of those volunteers with us. Cheryl Henderson is the lead fraud volunteer for AARP here in Alabama. She also answers calls on the AARP Fraud Watch hotline. Cheryl, have you received any calls about this type of scam?
Yes, I don't receive a lot of them, but I do receive some. Typically what happens is that they will give you an introductory offer. And like Jessica said, it will be a small amount that you have to pay initially. And then when you get that first shipment, you may pay $6.99 and it's just shipping in hand. It may be under $15. And then they may talk about a second product that will help you with the first product that you have asked for. And then the next month, what will happen is that you will end up with two bills, two bills under $100 that you were not prepared to pay. So what I suggest that people do is take that package to the post office, make sure they get the tracking number and the time that they send it to the post office, and take a picture of it with their cell phone, take it to the post office and turn to sender. They can ask the post office for a receipt. And whatever the post office tells them, write it down. And I always have them take a picture of the tracking number so they'll know what the tracking number is, and to call their bank to dispute the charges. Ask the bank, let them know what happened. Any identifying information that you got from the company, such as a website, a telephone number, email address, anything that you have to identify the company, make sure you keep all that information. So when you report that fraud to your bank and to the website, and when you report that you can have information to follow up with that. Sometimes it goes as far as you may have to file a police report because they continue to take money from you that you have not told them to. I also suggest that people contact the company via email, text, and telephone to let them know that you want the shipment stopped, so that you'll have another way of letting them know, your bank know, that you actually are in a fraud situation, because that's a classic bait and switch. And like Jessica said, you don't always see the fine line. You don't always see the fine print. When you give your credit card number, when you give your debit card number, and I suggest that you use a credit card rather than a debit card, because the credit card company fights more for you to try to get your monies back. But you have to be careful, because if it's too good to be true, it is. And you should, if you have a serious weight problem, you really need to talk to your physician so that they can take you to reputable companies.
Great points, Cheryl. I appreciate all of that. And yes, those are the sorts of calls we get on the helpline all the time. And I'm glad to hear all of the feedback that you provide them when they call our helpline number.
Well, you trained me well, Jessica. Thank you.
Yes.
Folks, is there any other information we can leave our viewers with today?
Always do your research. Always do your background checks before you put money down on anything. I don't care how large it is or how small it is. Check out the company, because you will find a lot of scams on the web. When you put a company's name in, it'll tell you, because people are very religious about trying to get their money back and letting people know that they were scammed. So do your research, check out the company, but first talk to your doctor.
Cheryl, Jessica, thank you so much for being with us today. We'll be back with Fraud Watch Friday 2 weeks from today, and we'll look forward to hearing from you and seeing you there. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and we'll be glad to get back with you. Now, I'm going to end with a video that talks about some of the things we have upcoming this week and in the future. So thank you again. Cheryl, Jessica, thank you. Folks, thanks for being a part of our program.